It's time for a beer!
Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. In this one we are heading over to the Perfect Draft Pro and we are taking a look at the Hawkstone Lager, which is also known as Jeremy Clarkson's Lager if you like. 6 litre keg, 4.8%. It's £36.50, but with all the discounts and everything I got and the keg return, blah blah blah, it's coming in at £26.50, and that's for 10.5 pints. So yeah, the machine is set at 3 degrees. It's set at 3 degrees. It's not quite there yet. It's currently at 4, but that's going to be cold enough. So any second now, we're going to do a video of the pour, come back and take the review from there. So let's get cracking. So not tried the beer yet. This is going to be the first pour. It's probably going to be lively. Don't have Hawkstone glass, so we're just going with a bog standard Perfect Draft pint glass. So let's get it going and see what we get. Got to be said that machine sounds a little bit dodgy on this occasion. I don't know why. There we go. Right, we're back. Obviously this beer was released. This beer was released while I was away, so I'm a little bit late to the party, shall we say, but hopefully there's going to be plenty of you out there that are still going to be interested in what I think of the beer. Or maybe there's some of you out there that haven't even watched any videos about this beer yet, and hopefully you might stumble across mine first. You never know. Who knows? But anyway, beer in a glass. Has settled down quite nicely. The head was probably down to there. Has settled down quite nicely. I'm quite happy with the head like that on my beer. Don't really bother me. There is a small stream of carbonation going up the minute. It's pretty much crystal clear. There's maybe a little bit of chill haze. Golden in colour. A good thick compact white head on top. 2-finger white head. Like I say, not much carbonation going up, but let's see what it tastes like. Well, let's see what it smells like first, and then we'll give it a taste. And then I'll decide whether I think the carbonation is bad. So let's get sniffing. Oh, fucking hell. Get your nose in there, Baz. I think that actually smells quite nice, to be honest. A slight sweetness to it, a slight sweet malty note in there. I do get a little tingle of hop as well, I would say. That typical sort of citrus thing as well that you get in a beer. There's nothing nasty in there. In all fairness, I think that does smell pretty good. Wouldn't say I'm picking up any sort of bready notes, but it smells all right. It doesn't smell particularly nasty. So let's dive in. Give the old Hawkstone Lager a try. Cheers. Obviously, I'll get to the taste afterwards, but there's a little bit of an interesting finish to it. But body-wise, it's not watery. It hasn't got that bready body for me, but despite it not being overly heavy on the body, there's nothing particularly wrong with it. For me, it's not overly gassy, but there is enough carbonation in this to make it more interesting. You know, it's not that there's so little that it feels flat, but it's not so much that it's like, you know, it's not just filling you up with air. Reasonably smooth, reasonably soft. I've got to say the actual liquid is nice. It does give it a nice mouthfeel in that sense. When the carbonation sort of kicks in your mouth, it does sort of like roughen it up a bit. Actually, maybe as well, the body's maybe a little bit better than I first sort of thought. But on the taste, sweet malty, notes. Again, that little bit sort of lemon stuff in there. Sweet malty, little bit of a spicy sort of peppery kick to it. And I would say that is enhanced by the carbonation. A little bit of lemon comes in afterwards. And I would say the more you drink it, you maybe get a nice little bready finish to it. I'm sort of in two minds whether it's a bready finish or it's more of a cracker thing going on. I'm going to stick my neck on the line and say, well, actually, I think it sort of starts out sort of crackery, the finish on it, if that makes any sense, and then maybe turns a little bit more bready. But I'm going to stop waffling on now. For me, the Hawkstone lager isn't bad. It's not going to set your world alight. It's not going to set your world alight. There are better lagers on this system, in my opinion. But that's only my opinion, of course. But it's certainly not trash. It's clean and crisp enough. It drinks really well, in all honesty. It is nice to drink. Only the first one, you know, I like a lager, but I'm not a session sort of lager drinker. So me personally might get a little bit bored of it after 3 or 4. I don't know, but you know, I think for your average sort of lager drinker, I think they're really going to enjoy this. It's not the best lager on PD. It's not the worst. It's an enjoyable enough drop, and I'd certainly recommend people giving it a go, to be honest. So yeah, if you're quite interested in the Jeremy Clarkson Hawkstone lager, give it a go on PD. If you've had it before on Perfect Draft, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. I've not tried any bottles, so I can't really compare it with bottles, but from what I'm getting out of the Perfect Draft, it's a nice, easygoing, inoffensive, easy drinking lager. So for me, it gets a thumbs up. And that's it for this beer review. There's a lot of ums and ahs going on. I don't know what to say now, so I'm just going to leave it there. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and there's been quite a few recently. Thank you for all your comments, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.